So we will be recording parts of this, and we won't be recording when we go into the inquiry. So just coming back to this, we're going to be focusing on the first foundation, which is the mindfulness of body. And as I said, we have to come home to the body. And many of us will not be at home at the body due to fear, due to uncertainty, due to massive change which is happening in the world right now. And the real change in the world can only happen if we have the revolution within us. You know, one of my teachers says that awareness is revolutionary. And when I first read that aphorism, awareness is revolutionary, I thought the revolution had to happen outside. But no, the revolution has to happen within us, okay? We have to really make that change within us. I'm going to quote from the late Robert Berbier, his book called, it's called Seeing That Frees. And he says that if we have true insight, there has to be a radical shift in our being. And and if we have true insight, it's impossible to turn back to the old habits. And we know that with systemic racism, it will take several lifetimes for these shifts to change. It is going to take several lifetimes. It can change, but it most probably won't change in our lifetime. But what can change, we can change. And I wanted to remind you of a really, one of my favorite Buddhist aphorisms. Before enlightenment, it's chopping the wood and hauling the water. After enlightenment, it's chopping the wood and hauling the water. What this means is that the external world may stay the same, but it's possible for us to change and begin to relate to that world differently. This is the alchemy. COVID-19 isn't going away for now, okay? It's here. And those of you who are in the US, it's peaking again, okay? Some of you have had to go back into lockdown. And systemic racism is not going away for now. And we can relate to these two pandemics differently. And to do this, we have to apply mindfulness. We have to become aware of our bodies, the first foundation of mindfulness. We have to become aware of our bodies, become aware of our feelings, of our thoughts, of all dharmas, teachings that point to the truth. So tonight, we are going to look at the body and what the body is pointing to. So I want us to do an exercise. I just want you to just touch your hands a moment. Just stroke your hands, okay? See if you can stroke your hands. Just gently stroke your hands. And for some of you, this may be soothing. And for some of you, it may be activating. And whatever it is, just let it be there, okay? It's okay if it's activating. It's okay if it's soothing. And if you're able to, maybe stroke your face. Yeah, just stroke your face, okay? Stroke this beautiful body of yours, okay? Yeah. And just touch this with kindness and with warmth. And really see if you can be present to whatever is arising. Okay. So we're going to focus on the body, and I want you to choose a part of the body that you like. Want you to because we're going to focus and pay attention to a part of the body that you like, okay? And it can be your hair, it can be your eyes, it can be your voice, it can be your face. There's going to be something that you like. Could be your hands. Find something. And then there's going to be the part of the body that we're going to pay, part of the body we don't pay much attention to. For me, I would say I don't pay enough attention to my feet, okay? For some people, you might not pay enough attention to your ears, or you might not pay enough attention to your butt, but a part of your body that you just don't pay much attention to. Could be your mouth, your tongue, but a part of the body. And then we're going to focus on a part of the body that we don't like much. And some of you might think, oh, I like all my body. Well, if you're somebody who dyes your hair, okay, that means that you're not comfortable totally walking around with grey hair. So you could choose that, okay? But it could be something, even if you don't have, because some of you are practitioners here, you might not have a strong aversion, but there's parts of the body we can get frustrated with. If we're aging, you know, it's like me, I'm aging, I'm in my 50s now, my body doesn't work the same way it used to work, okay? My body isn't as strong as how it used to be. Yeah, and some of you might not have the same amount of libido that you used to have, okay? And some of you may be working with physical discomfort. Some of you here may have an illness, and we can be frustrated with that. So this is what we're going to be working with. And you don't have to remember all of this right now, because I will remind you to turn the mind to the body. So it's a journey, and we know that if we're in a boat, sometimes we're going to cruise along the ocean. And if we're in a boat, sometimes we're going to be knocked over by the storm, and we may even be toppled over, and we'll have to scramble to get back in that boat. Okay. We know that journeys, especially these inner journeys, can bring up stuff, and that really is okay. Okay, so get yourself comfortable, because when we are working with loving kindness, it's impossible to really do this practice if you are sitting with discomfort. So allow yourself to be comfortable. And remember, the Buddha taught that meditation is sitting, standing, walking, lying. So if you need to lie down, then that's what you need to do, okay? Don't think that you have to be sitting like this with your fingers like this and your legs crossed to get the perfect meditation, okay? All right? Because sometimes, even myself, there's an ego. I can still sit cross-legged and I can still do this, okay? You can have just as good as meditation sitting in a chair, okay? You can have just as good as meditation lying down. It may mean that you need to work a bit harder, because when the body lies down, it gives us a message, it's time to go to sleep. But the great thing is nobody's going to hear you snoring, okay? All right? So hopefully if you do fall asleep, the bell will wake you up. Okay, all right. So preparing for our meditation, becoming aware of the body. So allow the mind to rest on the body, and the body to rest on your seat. And we gently become aware of the body by simply noticing what the body is touching. So noticing what your hands are touching. Noticing what your feet are touching. So we're going to experience the sense doors for a moment, noticing what the nose is touching, noticing smells. The smell of your own body. This is your body. Noticing the smell of your own body. Noticing what the ears are touching. So sound. There may be sound outside. I can hear traffic. You may hear dogs barking, people talking. Just noticing the touch upon your ear, the touch of my voice upon your ears. Noticing the taste, the touch of taste. You may be tasting the dinner you've just eaten, something you've drank. Just noticing taste. And even if your eyes are closed, the eyes are still touching something. My eyes are touching darkness. Just noticing what the eyes are touching. And noticing the touch of breathing. Really see if you can experience the touch of breathing in the abdomen, rising and falling, in the cleavage area, rising and falling, or perhaps on the upper lip and inside the nostrils. And just notice what the mind is touching. Yes, the mind touches thought. So as best you can, just noticing the touch of thought rather than thinking the thoughts. Just sit on the bleachers and watch the thoughts. You don't have to get into the court, onto the playground with your thoughts. Body like mountain, strong, firm, and present. Just as a mountain is strong, firm, and present. Allow your body to be strong, firm, and present here now. Heart like ocean. Just as the waves in an ocean arise and cease, allow your thoughts and feelings to arise and cease. Mind like sky. Just as the sky is wide and open, allow your mind to be wide and open too. Breath like anchor, just as an anchor steadies a boat. Allow the breath to steady the body, to steady feelings, to steady thoughts. Thus, we train ourselves. Breathing in, we experience a long breath. Breathing out, we experience a short breath. And as we breathe in and out, becoming aware of this part of the body that you like. Bring it to mind as you breathe in a long breath, and as you breathe in a short breath. And really allow yourself to get curious about this part of the body that you like. The mind will wander. It's what the mind loves to do. Go for a ride on a hot air balloon. So just gently bring it back. Yeah, it's what the mind does. And so we just gently bring it back to the long breath, to the short breath, and allowing ourselves to just experience the part of the body we like. As you breathe in, a long breath, a short breath, have the sense of the heart opening up towards the self, the heart opening up to this part of the body that you like. the mind will wander. So stay sitting on the bleachers and just watching the mind wandering. We don't have to step off the bleachers onto the court and get in conversation with the mind. We can stay sitting on the bleachers. Thus, we train ourselves, breathing in, experiencing a long breath, breathing out, experiencing a short breath, noticing the inhale, exhale, as you experience this part of the body that you like. Get curious. Thus, we train ourselves, breathing in, experiencing a calm breath, breathing out, experiencing an anxious breath. Just noticing the quality of your breathing as you bring to mind an aspect of the body that you just don't pay much attention to. And know that if you go into some judgment or narrative, your breath has become anxious. You become slightly restricted. And just allow yourself to take an intentional, deep breath into the heart and really see if we can keep the heart open as we experience the part of the body that we just don't pay much attention to. Thus, we train ourselves, breathing in, experiencing a calm breath, breathing out an anxious breath, a joyful breath, a relaxed breath, an accepting breath. the mind will wander. Some of you may be in that hot air balloon. So just gently bring yourself back. It's what the mind does. It loves to wander, and that's okay. Just gently bring it back to the now, becoming aware of the inhale and the exhale as you get curious about this part of the body that you just don't pay much attention to. And it's okay if it flits to another part of the body. Just accept what's happening right now. Hang in there. You're doing well. We're halfway through. Thus, we train ourselves. Breathing in, we experience a loving breath. Breathing out, we experience a judging breath. Bringing to mind an aspect of the body that you don't like. And just being with all of it. If a judging breath arises, so what? Just stay on the bleachers. You don't have to get down onto the playground and get mucky. You can just watch the judging thought or the loving thought. Yeah, and perhaps placing a hand on the part of the body, if you're able to reach it, that you don't like, or placing a hand on your heart as you experience this part of the body that you just don't like, that just frustrates you. If only it did this, and if only. Thus, we train ourselves breathing in, experiencing a loving breath, breathing out, experiencing a judging breath. The mind will wander. It's what the mind loves to do. So just gently and kindly bring it back. Come home to the body, experiencing the inhale and the exhale as you bring to mind an aspect of the body that you just don't like so much. And having a sense of inhaling and exhaling through the heart chakra, just allowing the heart to open up, and if sadness arises, let it be there. If love arises, let it be there. If irritation arises, let it be there. Just allow it to be. No need to push it away. It will disappear on its own accord. And if strong emotions are arising, just having the sense of breathing in some kindness as you inhale and exhale. Thus, we train ourselves experiencing the whole body breathing. Breathing in, experiencing the whole body breathing. Breathing out, experiencing the whole body breathing. Having gratitude for this beautiful body. Yes, this beautiful body that has been of service to you this long, that has carried you in this world this long. Thus, we train ourselves breathing in, experiencing the whole body breathing, breathing out, experiencing the whole body breathing from head to toe, waking up this whole body in this moment now. Allow yourself to enjoy your body. Yes. Allow yourself to open up your heart to your beautiful body. Everybody is beautiful, is unique. And as best you can, see if you can just sit, dwelling or lying, dwelling in experiencing the whole body breathing with gratitude. This body is one of the 10 endowments of having this precious birth in a human form so that we can receive the Dharma, the teachings that point to the truth. This body of yours is the finger pointing to the moon. Thus, we train ourselves breathing in, experiencing the whole body breathing, breathing out, experiencing the whole body breathing. This body is the finger pointing to insight. In this final stage, let's do some soothing. We've worked hard. Thus, we train ourselves, breathing in, allowing the touch of the inhale to soothe the body. Breathing out, allowing the touch of the exhale to soothe the body. So becoming aware of where you experience the touch of the breathing. Could be in the abdomen, could even be in your hands. It could be in your cleavage rising and falling. The chest area, you may experience it in the throat area, or you may experience the touch of the inhale, exhale on the upper lip and inside the nostril. Focus on one and allow the touch of the inhale to soothe your body. The touch of the exhale to soothe the body, to regulate the body. Thus, we train ourselves, breathing in, allowing the touch of the inhale to soothe the body. Breathing out, allowing the touch of the exhale to soothe the body, regulate the body. The mind will wander. Gently and kindly bring it back to now, becoming aware of the body. Body like mountain, strong, firm, and present. Heart like ocean, just as the waves in an ocean arise and cease. Allow your thoughts and feelings to arise and cease. Mind like sky, just as the sky is wide and open. Allow the thoughts to pass through like clouds. Breath like anchor, just as an anchor steadies a boat. Allow the breathing to steady the body. So becoming aware of your inner landscape and Perhaps you can share in the chat how that was for you. Share a few things in the chat, or just maybe you just need to sit right now. And just be aware of the body. Sometimes we stop meditating and we think the meditation is over and it's something different, but everything is meditation. So just because our eyes aren't closed, we can still be aware of the body.